Okay, so I'll admit this is not my typical style of video for my channel, but I have to share this. First of all, I've waited many years to see this guy. And during those years of watching him on DVD or YouTube, his incredible guitar play in person doesn't do it any justice. I mean, the guy is a guitar guru. The set list was pretty good for the most part, but let's face it, there's a lot of ground to cover. He started out with some MSG classics like Attack of the Mad Axemen, Armed and Ready, and Cry for the Nations. Good stuff. After that, it was a mix of a lot of newer material that I'm not too familiar with. I haven't really followed the last few albums he's done within the last 10 years or so. And for me, it's like when I go to an Iron Maiden concert. The newer tracks are pretty cool, but I'm there for the vintage stuff. He did one Scorpion song from the Love Drive album from back in 1979, and he didn't break out the UFO material until the very end of the show. I was a bit disappointed that he didn't play Love to Love. That's my favorite UFO song of all time, and yeah, I was kind of sad. I was trying to yell out at him, "Hey, Love to Love, come on, man, come on, Michael, Love to Love, please." I mean, that's like the song that influenced who was it? Whose favorite was it? Was it Steve Harris from Iron Maiden, or was it? Anyway, the Michael Schenkerfest featured all of the vocalists that were in MSG at one point within the last 30 plus years. Gary Barden was the original, and he was wearing some interesting attire for the show. He didn't look that bad for his age, but I couldn't hear his vocals too well as I was standing right next to Michael Schenker's guitar amplifiers. Graham Bonnet, on the other hand, was wearing a button shirt and tie, and he was looking kind of old. I honestly wouldn't have recognized him if I saw him on the street somewhere, but from what I can tell, he sounded pretty good, although I was never a big fan of his. Robin McAuley was my favorite singer of the night. I thought he also looked pretty good for his age and sounded decent. He put a lot of effort into the songs, and also other songs he never originally sang during his tenure with MSG. It was also cool to see him point me out when I flashed my Perfect Timing CD during his performance. Doogie White is probably the vocalist from MSG that most don't remember. He did a fair job tonight, and he didn't look as old as the other guys, but his pot belly stood out to me, and he kind of reminded me of Jack Black from School of Rock, but he wasn't terrible. The 2.5 hour performance was pretty amazing, and considering that Michael has been performing longer than I've been alive, really says a lot about him and his passion for the music. But unfortunately, there was no post-concert meet and greet, and I wasn't able to drop the $350 for the VIP package. But it would have been nice to have met Michael, and it would have been fun to just have a beer and sit with him and listen to his stories over the years. I mean, I can only imagine what he would have talked about. In the end, it was awesome to finally see the guy who influenced so many other guitar legends. What can I say? I mean, I had waited many years, and yeah, I didn't get that selfie with him in the end, but it was still pretty damn cool. So, have you guys out there watching this or listening to this, have you seen Michael Schenker before? Have you? Are you a fan of UFO, MSG, any of that stuff? If you are, feel free to comment. Let me know if you saw this tour. I would love to hear back from you. And stick around for my next video. I will be continuing on with Final Fantasy IV. Thanks for viewing. See you next time.